We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Styles McKenzie helping you make those rooms sing. Today's style tip. When it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild, like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Arr, fierce. This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
The nearly impossible question.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
All right, here it is. 11% of people have secretly done this during a date. What do you think it is?
So,
it's only 11%.
So not many, like roughly 1 in 10 people have secretly done this during a date.
Have you, I mean, you're the one who's been dating out of all of us here. Have you done this?
I haven't done this.
Oh.
And by the way, the answer's not pass gas. 'Cause I know we were joking about that yesterday. That's after the date.
Okay.
That's after a first date.
Okay. You have not done this. Do you think this has been done to you?
Maybe. Curious to see what you got to say about this. 11% of people have secretly done this during a date. What do you think it is? Matt from Bradford.
Message your previous date?
What?
Wait, so you think like the date's going so badly that you're like, oh man, let me see if the other one's still interested?
Yeah, let's go back.
Wow. I mean, look, we're saying wow, but this probably happens all the time.
Well, it's so easy to do it now with social media, with smartphones.
Matt, I'm curious why your head went there. Is this something you've done?
It's not something I've done.
But you know, with like swipe culture, bigger, better option, like people are just in that headspace.
I know, but during the date?
Yeah, everyone's always looking for something better.
It's true.
In that moment, so.
And they're never going to find it, Matt. Good guess, but not the right answer.
That's optimistic.
No, just be present. Enjoy what's before you is what I'm trying to say.
Sound like a Leaf fan.
Matt, thank you for the call, but not the right answer.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, Kathy from Newcastle. What's your guess?
My guess is texting or making a date with somebody else at the same time.
Wow. This is a popular guess. Do you think this happens a lot? Yes.
Well, you got to keep all your options open.
I guess. Listen, I've had dates that didn't go as planned in the past, but like I've never during a date like fired up a dating app or started messaging another person saying, hey, like, do you want to get together? I at least wait till the date's over.
I'm thinking.
I know, but some people keep the plan B right there,
Because the rationale might be, look, I've already dressed up. I'm already out. I'm not wasting any time.
Oh, you think they're trying to fire it up for that night?
Yes.
No, I don't think for that night.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I was thinking like planting a seed for the next weekend.
I was just like, hey,
wow.
Let's wrap this up. I got somebody else to meet.
Well, single pooch hits different.
I'm gathering that's not it, though.
No,
that's not it, Kathy. Thanks for the guess, though.
Thanks again.
Take care.
Bye.
Wes from Toronto, good morning. Give us your guess.
Is it call or text an ex and tell them that you made a mistake?
Oh my gosh. So like an actual ex calling them back and being like, hey, I messed up. Let's get back together.
You're on your date and you realize you had something better. So it's like, hey,
Wow, this is becoming a very popular sort of like train of thought.
Right.
Why can't people wait till the date is over?
Like, how bad is it going that during appies, you're like, during some extreme fajitas and pizza shooters, you're like, I gotta text my ex because the grass is greener.
Okay, well, my other guess was go to the same restaurant as your ex because you saw where she was going on Facebook, so then you have an excuse to sit with them.
Hold on. Wes, do we need to sit down and have a talk? Are you okay?
I think so, yeah.
Wes, this is not something you've done. You've heard of other people doing this.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, they stalk the ex on Facebook, and then it's like, that way they have the fallback plan. If the new date doesn't work, then they're already sitting with their ex, and it's like...
Whoa.
Wes, that's
This
not
is
it.
intricate.
Wes, that's not it. And I'm gonna I'm gonna text you my therapist.
All right, have a good day.
You too, buddy.
You too, Wes.
Who hurt Wes?
I'm getting a glimpse into dating culture, and I'm afraid. I feel bad.
It was so specific.
Why are these the guesses?
Okay.
Let's go to Rosie in Toronto. What do you think it is?
Pass gas?
I said right off the hop that it's not Pasagas because I thought people were going to guess it.
I just got into my car. I'm sorry.
But I love the guess because that would be something hopefully you would do secretly, a little SBD.
That's right. And I've never done that, by the way. So.
I'm glad.
None of us have.
That was my follow-up, Rosie, so I'm glad.
Okay.
It's never happened in my entire life. Rosie, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Mary from Mississauga, good morning. Do you have a guess for us?
Yes. Google the date.
You got it! How did you know that, Mary?
Well, it's the age we live in, I guess. I'm a senior, by the way, and I'm just not dating, but it just pops into my mind that that's what people would do.
Well, Mary, let me tell you, as someone who's single, you're not missing much. And you nailed it, Mary. Yeah, the answer is Google their date. 11% of people have secretly done this. I just figure, like, I've done this not during a date. I've done it before a date or maybe after a date if I was intrigued and I want to know more. I've never done it during a date.
During is brave.
Right. Yeah, I thought about that one as well. But people are very quick. Like it would take me ages to Google.
Well, Mary, you got it right.
Great. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
day.
playing.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So if you wear Crocs, how do you wash them? Because there is a cleaning hack for Crocs that's gone viral, but not for the right reasons. This gentleman decided to take to social media, put his Crocs, his very dirty Crocs, in his dishwasher.
Ugh.
And-
Why does that feel gross?
Well, in fairness, they came out sparkling. Like they were these white Crocs that, to begin with were not white, but they came out sparkling. They shrunk a little bit, which he said was fine because he had a little bit of room in them.
You got to buy a size up.
Yeah, you got to kind of size up if you're going to be using the dishwasher to wash them. The reason why it went viral, though, is not because he put it in the dishwasher and he got them clean. It's because he put them in the dishwasher with his dirty dishes.
Oh, gross.
He put them in with a load.
No, it was already borderline offside. Now I know everything's getting cleaned in there, but still, you got like foot juice on your dishes. Because also, I've never worn Crocs, but like you wear them bare feet, right?
Yes.
So there's just every little thing from your foot and outside and dead skin cells. And now that's going on your dishes. And I know it's being washed, but it's still gross.
It's gross. And I'm maybe in his mind, he was like, listen, I want to conserve water. I don't want to like waste.
Oh,
maybe
he's doing
that's
it for
what
the environment.
But here's my thing. Why not just put it in the laundry then? Right? Like what is happening in a dishwasher that isn't happening in the machine?
It's not getting like spun and tossed around. So it's probably not deforming the shoe. Right, because it's just sitting there getting cleaned.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think the laundry could do a little too much damage. But I've also heard, and I haven't.
You could put it on like a gentle wash in the laundry.
Delicates.
Yeah.
A delicate cycle. I haven't tried this, but I've heard there's other things you can wash in the dishwasher that aren't dishes. Like, I haven't had the heart to do it because I feel like it's going to mess it up. But like, apparently you can wash baseball hats, top rack.
What?
That's a thing.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Because again, same thing. It's not getting like.
Because your baseball hat will deform if you put it in the wash, I think.
So hold on. You put them in the top rack and like what? Like all of your
top rack safe.
and then the rest of your dishes below or no dishes.
You're not supposed to put any dishes in there when you do that.
Yeah, I think it's just like a clothing load in your dishwasher, which
I've
is
heard
super
people
backwards.
Put their running shoes in there too.
What
I've
is
heard
going
that too.
on?
Yes, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I do my running shoes in the actual washing machine, depending on the material.
Washing machine, fine. Not your dishwasher.
Not dishwasher, but I mean, if we're doing a clothing load, does that mean I can put my fine china and my dishes in my laundry machine?
No, that doesn't work.
Are we just switching everything up?
No.
And like, what about the detergent that is in your dishwasher? Is that safe for I don't know, your hats, like you just said, like your running shoes, your
I don't know.
Crocs?
Does it get like soap scum on like a hat? That's why I should try on like a hat I don't really care about.
Maybe use liquid when you're using hats and shoes so it doesn't stick, like the
I
powder
don't know.
won't stick.
Maybe hand wash, people.
What if
Maybe just hand wash.
What if I jam a Tide Pod into the dishwasher?
I also heard you can cook salmon in there.
No, that's a bridge too far.
I know. I remember seeing this and I was like, what?
With your Crocs in there, so you got salmon and foot juice?
Oh, no. Those would be some pretty stinky Crocs after a while.
You're supposed to do it by itself.
How about you, foot juice? What you got?
Your hats, your feet. Everything smells like salmon.
This is the worst
Your dishes?
idea ever.
No. Okay, this is all bad. For the part of Crocs, by the way, they don't recommend this. They don't recommend you put it in the dishwasher.
And neither do we. Jen from Erin, where are you on this?
Good morning. I'm just calling because we do the same thing. We put our hats and our shoes in the dishwasher.
You do?
Yeah, and they come out so clean.
Really? With dishes or without dishes?
No, without dishes.
And you use a regular like dishwasher detergent?
Yeah.
And then, so how long are they in there for a regular cycle?
With like a speed wash on it, but the detergent's fine. It's gentle enough for it.
And then, are they dry?
No, you have to hang them.
Hang dry them. So, and does it matter what type of hats or what type of shoes?
No, we put we don't put Crocs in there, but we put anything else.
Will you start putting Crocs in there, Jen?
No, I don't wear Crocs.
Yeah. So hats, and I feel like now that we have someone who's actually done this, maybe I'll give this a whirl. You should speed wash.
Yeah, and it keeps the shape, so that's perfect.
And so, Jen, do you have a way to actually stack it in the top rack? Do you have like a way to do it?
No, just as long as we try and keep them on the little pegs that are sticking up, just so that they don't fly around.
Okay.
Right, use the pegs.
You know, I never saw this coming where, you start to argue with your partner about, no, you loaded the dishwasher wrong with the hats. I always do it this way.
And Jen, there's nothing on the bottom rack, to be clear, just the hats and shoes on the top.
Yep.
Okay, might have to give this is what I'm doing this long weekend. Got some plans now.
Report back.
Jen, thank you for the call.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good day.
You too.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
We want to hear about your weekend plans. We don't want to just hear about it. We want you to text us at 981-981 with emojis describing your weekend. 3 emojis in total to describe the weekend.
Yeah, we're lazy. We don't want to read. So send us your long weekend in 3 emojis. Mine is, now, if you use the iPhone, I'm not sure if you use the new Genmoji feature where it uses AI to, you basically describe an emoji and it'll create a custom emoji for you. So I don't know if I'm cheating. I've one of my emojis is a Genmoji when I've created. I put in the word dumpster fire.
Oh.
And it created a dumpster on fire that's actually smiling. It's kind of cute. So my first emoji is a dumpster fire.
Okay.
I'll give you my 3 emojis. I'll explain them. It's dumpster fire, dog, guy doing yoga.
Okay.
So dumpster fire is what I'm expecting going into the Leaf game tonight.
Oh, I see.
It's going to be a dumpster fire. I don't have a lot of plans this weekend, so I'm just going to be hanging out with my dog, Coffee the Pooch, and probably going on some nice walks. And after whatever the Leafs do tonight or in a Game 7, I feel like I'm going to need to relax and do some yoga and some breathing exercises.
Oh, that's
So
good.
that's going to be my weekend. Dumpster fire, yoga, coffee time.
Okay, I see. I like what you did there. And we have to figure it out. So when you send us your 3 emojis, we have to figure it out. If we like it or if we're intrigued, we're like, what? What kind of weekend are you having? What kind of bird is that? Whatever it might be, we're going to call you.
I like that better. I should have let you guess before I explained it. Okay, give me your emojis.
Okay.
I'll try to guess them.
Okay, so the first one is a maple leaf. Okay. The next one is, when it's like the emoji of you putting your hand up? Like it's... Like,
Yeah, or
it's
asking
like-
a question or raising your hand. Yeah.
That's the next one. And then an X.
What?
And then an X.
I'm clueless here. It's not Canada Day long weekends. Is the Maple Leaf for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
No, but I did it on purpose to throw you off.
Are
Okay.
you going to be eating maple syrup this weekend?
No.
Are you
So
cleaning
it's-
leaves?
No. So it's ready. This is my plan this weekend. Leave me alone.
Oh, yours was...
You're not making sentences.
This isn't the game Kid Street.
Leave me alone.
You missed the assignment.
Wow.
Pooja turned this into a puzzle.
You can do it any way you like.
Yeah, that's
There's
fine.
no rules. We just
Leave
made up the game.
Me alone? It's not a vanity plate.
The point is, I'm hoping to be left alone this
Wow.
weekend, okay?
Okay. That's fascinating. Steph?
These are mine.
Okay, Steph is showing us. Okay, so you've got
barbecue.
Okay, so your three emojis are like a bone with a piece of meat in it, fireworks, and sleeping. So these are pretty simple.
That's it. I'm nice and simple.
No, yours are too simple. I like
Because let's explain though.
Leave me alone.
Let's explain. Steph is going to barbecue. You're firing up the barbecue. You're a pyro. You're obsessed with fireworks.
Yes.
You'll be doing them in your backyard, and then you're going to sleep.
I need to nap. Yeah.
Okay, but
That's what we're
that's
looking
too
for.
obvious. I want you to text me something that I have to actually figure out and have some fun with. Like, leave me alone.
That's so dumb and so smart at the same time. I don't know how to react to
Do you
that.
know how long it took me to come up with that?
Would you have figured out mine if I didn't tell you?
No.
Dumpster fire dog
No,
yoga?
no, I'm glad you explained it.
Okay. Mine's dump fire dog yoga. I'm doing it like Pooja. Okay, so give us your long weekend in 3 emojis. What does it mean? Brian in Pickering.
Okay, the tomato means I'm planting my garden this weekend.
Oh, nice.
The dessert, actually, that was supposed to be a dessert. We're having friends over for a dessert instead of a barbecue.
Okay.
Okay.
And the angry face means I have to work on Monday.
Oh, okay. So tomato, a cactus in a desert, which is meant to be dessert, and the angry face because it's not a long weekend for you.
Correct, yeah.
Okay,
At
that's
least you
great.
have dessert.
Yeah.
I know.
All right,
It's
Brian.
close enough.
Thank you for sharing and try to have a good regular weekend since it's a long weekend for you.
Happy regular weekend.
Thank you. You guys too. Bye-bye.
Bye. I took that way too literally. I thought that Brian was planting tomatoes in the desert, and then it was making him angry because he couldn't grow them there.
Yeah, the desert one threw me off. A text coming in here. This person sent us a car, the little red car, a building, and the sideways laughing face.
Okay.
And I asked what it meant, and it's a road trip to Aurelia for a comedy show.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's done very well. Okay, Nancy from Barrie, you texted us fire, thunderclouds, and crying. What does that mean?
So on this weekend, every year, my friends go camping with their family close by where I live. And on the Sunday, I always go and we have a barbecue and a campfire. So that was those are my plans this weekend. But it's supposed to rain and be very cold. So that'll make me sad.
Ah,
if it doesn't
okay.
happen.
Supposed to have a barbecue. Weather's ruining it, so you're going to be at home crying.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun. Nancy, appreciate the call. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, one more here from Kim Smith. It's the sleeping emoji. It looks like a plant pot and a broom. She didn't tell us what it means, but is that just going to get some rest? You're going to be planting, and then you're going to also do some spring cleaning?
That makes sense. That seems a little too logical.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe she's just trying to say, leave me alone.
Maybe it's just that simple. Thank you for all of your texts because we are getting so many of them. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have a great long weekend.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
Ugh, I've got too many bills.
If you need funds, you can apply in minutes at CashNetUSA.com and have the money in your account as soon as the same business day.
Okay, got it. Applying now.
They've been helping hardworking people cover emergency expenses since 2004.
Hey, look, I got it.
You've got this.
When you need money fast, be the hero. All loans subject to lender approval. Speed of funding is subject to verifications and your bank's processing times. See CashNetUSA.com for more details.
Every bold journey starts with a decision to go. And if you're ready, the Defender is too. This is a vehicle built for more. Whether you're heading off the grid or just getting out of town for the weekend, Defender is a true icon reimagined for a new generation. Its rugged exterior is built from durable materials and tested in the toughest conditions. Inside, it's modern, functional, and refined, with smart storage and premium touches that keep you comfortable wherever the road leads. It's packed with tech like 3D surround cameras, clear sight ground and rear views, driver assist features, and an intuitive infotainment system. With 3 models, the Defender 90, 110, and 130, there's a Defender for every kind of adventure. From city streets to remote trails, this is a vehicle that, like you, is capable of great things. Explore the full Defender lineup at LandRoverUSA.com.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
So here are two stories that you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
Have you ever done one of those DNA testing kits like 23andMe?
I have not.
Never? Okay, out of fear or just didn't care?
You don't want to know. I have too many fears.
Too many fears. You're like, hey, I did the test. I'm Indian. Great. So these direct-to-home saliva testing kits, right? 23andMe was once like this big trailblazer in the ancestry sort of DNA testing field. However, I don't know if you remember this. In 2023, there was this big data breach. A bunch of the DNA genetic data got out. You're nodding like, yeah, this is why.
This is one of my reasons.
This is one of the reasons.
Yes.
Fair enough. So after that, understandably, demand kind of caved, right? So they had 15 million customers' data. Demand caved. They were forced into bankruptcy. And then it were just up for sale, bankruptcy sale. So the fear was, okay, well, what if some like nefarious buyer buys this? Do they get all that genetic data of 15 million people? Like, what's what's the law here? So some good news. You can breathe easy if you submitted your data to 23andMe for now. They were just purchased by a company called Regeneron Pharmaceuticals for $256 million.
Whoa.
They have promised the ethical use of customers' DNA data, the 15 million that they've got. This still needs court approval. This is going to put the spotlight sort of back on, data privacy issues. We'll see what happens, but it looks like you're okay for now if you did submit your cheek saliva.
Well, if they promise, then
yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a story for you, and you're going to shake your head now. If you are a migraine sufferer, you may want to listen to this viral hack on TikTok.
Steph.
Yes, and you are a migraine sufferer. So I will preface it with take this with a huge grain of salt, but nevertheless, leave it to TikTok to come up with what some are calling an instant cure.
Okay.
It's called the migraine meal, available at McDonald's.
What? What? Okay. All right. Tell me more.
It's like a Happy Meal.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It will make you happy. It's an order of large Coke, large fries, and the woman in the video.
Why large?
You need that much of it.
Okay.
Large Coke, large fries. And the woman in the video, she also took ibuprofen before she placed the order. And
what?
I'm just saying, it's the combination of all three. Doctors have weighed in, and while they don't necessarily recommend it, they did break it down. They said, when you combine caffeine from the Coke, the sodium from the fries, because usually a migraine comes on because of a deficiency of minerals in the body. So you combine the sodium, the caffeine, and then the ibuprofen. They say it can have a short-term benefit, and they understand why it works. They also say everything in moderation, but they're not completely knocking it.
I'm a little bummed that this doesn't include a filet-o-fish, because that's the jam at
Or
McDonald's.
an apple pie.
I like the fries, but I don't like the pop, and I can't take ibuprofen. So,
Well, I mean, don't knock it. Just have a migraine then, Steph.
Okay, fine.
Does it have to be regular Coke? Can you get Diet Coke? What if I want orange drink?
No, it has
caffeine.
It's got to be the Coke, regular Coke. Yeah.
Okay, this is super specific.
And we got nobody to try it.
Steph?
No.
All right.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
You know how people use weather as small talk? This week, last week, I feel like that's all we're talking about because it's May. It's supposed to be warmer than this, and it's just not. This past long weekend we had was so disappointing weather-wise, was it not?
Yeah, I mean, for context, the normal temperature this time of year, we should be topping out at 20 degrees. 20 is nice. Canadians love 20.
20 is like, the perfect sweet spot.
It is. It's not too hot. It's comfortable. It's what was I saying last week, right? It's just like a little run up to summer. That's my favorite time of the year. You're ruining my favorite time of the year because I'm still wearing my like late fall / early winter furry jacket when I'm walking my dog. That's not what I'm normally wearing in May. It's been really cold this week, and I wish we had better news from our friends at 680. Meteorologist Jill Taylor sends us these daily notes. The next few days don't look very good. And Pooja, this past long weekend was brutal by the numbers.
Yeah, according to Environment Canada, they confirmed that the 3-day stretch from May 21st to the 23rd, so over the long weekend, was the coldest since 1967. And of course, when you hear
What's
the
with that number? We were just talking about the Leafs.
Yeah.
Why do everything got to go back to 1967?
It felt cold in my heart on Sunday as well with the Leafs. But yeah, since 1967. Of course, we've had other cold days. In 2008, we reached about 10.4 on May 21st. So that's happened. But the stretch, those 3 days, 1967, like you said, we should be sitting at 20. Today's high is 11.
11. And so Jill sends out these emails. I'm gonna just read the top line line to you. The top line of her emails always sort of say what's coming up in the next few days. It's sort of like a broad look ahead. This is her main message. Wet, windy, and cool stretch. Lows near seasonal, but the highs well below where they should be. So that's the next few days. We should be at 20. I don't see us hitting 20 looking ahead for next 4 or 5 days. No, don't see it.
So no open-toe shoes. Put away the shorts. Shorts guy, I'm sorry. This is not appropriate.
Oh, shorts guy lives on.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So Jessica Biel, who's married to Justin Timberlake, just revealed that she stole one of his T-shirts 20 years ago and never gave it back. And she's only revealing this now, so I don't even know that he knew that she stole it. But she said the reason why she took it is because the smell of him just gave her a lot of comfort. She says it felt like home.
Was it his natural O, or was it like whatever cologne he had on it?
Who knows? I have no idea. Because, they do say there's something to that, right? That, this is why you don't smell your partner's BO, because to you, it's like, it smells great. It smells like home.
Is that the case for everyone, though?
I don't know. Does Justin Timberlake have a special scent because he's Justin Timberlake?
Never gotten close enough to find out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I totally understand that feeling of like, sometimes your partner, your family, you understand that feeling of home and how it brings you comfort. There's lots of scents that do that for people. I know a lot of people will say, freshly baked bread gives them that sort of sense and that feeling.
How much of it is suggestive, though? Because there's a bunch of like universally loved scents that you're all just supposed to love. They're supposed to make you feel a certain way, but what if you don't love that scent?
Well, that's true for me for maple.
Yeah, you famously don't like the smell of maple. And I'm like, you're rescinding your passport.
Natural, like the real stuff, I love. It's when it's manufactured. It's the synthetic version of maple. To me, it smells like BO. I don't know why. That's what it smells like to me.
So like maple syrup?
Maple syrup, if it's like the real deal, delicious.
So what's an example of a maple smell you don't like?
The stuff you buy in the grocery store that's not really maple syrup. It's not authentic.
Like maple fudge? No?
No, because unless there's real maple syrup in it. That's what it boils down to. But it smells like
What do you
BO
have?
to me.
You have dog nose? How can you tell the difference between real and fake?
I can tell you. Like, let's do it. Let's do a test.
A maple test? Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Isn't there a smell that everybody loves, everybody's into, but you're just like, nope, not for me?
Yeah, pumpkin pie.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like the smell or the taste of pumpkin pie. And when I smell it, it makes me think of the taste of it and the texture and consistency of it. And I'm like, it's the only pie. I love pie. The only pie I don't like is pumpkin pie.
But they have like candles that are scented pumpkin pie for a reason.
Anything pumpkin scented. I don't like the smell of a pumpkin spice latte either. I don't like the smell of pumpkin. No.
Interesting.
Yeah. I love I don't know if it's related, but I love squash and sweet potato.
What?
Don't like pumpkin.
Squash and sweet potato
Aren't
candles
they
are not all the rage.
I mean the smell of sweet potato. They're like a similar type of vegetable, right?
Okay, I see what
you mean. Are they not like cousins? I don't know.
Yeah.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Food, you are getting some love on the text line from people who are saying they also don't like the smell of maple.
Ooh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not alone.
And I'm getting a lot of love as well for pumpkin. Nicholas saying, you and me, Gurdeep, I don't like anything pumpkin related. Yuck. Someone else saying, pumpkins belong outside on Halloween only.
Okay. See, you know what? I'm going to add another one to the mix now that I'm probably going to get some hate for. Campfire. I get an instant headache. I know it's supposed to be like it reminds you of roasting marshmallows. Not for me.
I don't mind campfire in the moment. I hate it days after you've come back from camping and you can't get the smell of your clothes. This is an interesting one. This person texted in, Michelle Matthews texted in to say, microwave popcorn. I hate the smell.
What?
Yeah.
I instantly want popcorn if I smell it in a microwave.
Movie popcorn smells better than microwave popcorn, though. Can we agree? Like movie theater popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah. And one person texting and saying vanilla. All the people that slather it all over their body, vanilla stuff, it smells like BO mixed with cake mix.
What? Producer Steph is offended. She smells like vanilla all the time.
Yours isn't too strong, though, because I got to say, when it's overpowering, I don't like when people slather too much on. I don't smell too much vanilla on you.
Okay, good. But I don't even know anyone else that wears vanilla. Every time someone smells me, like, what are you wearing? Vanilla. And then it was so hard to find for so long. So I don't know.
You just have a little hint. Steph
just
of vanilla.
carries 2 thick vanilla candles in her pockets.
No, it's just a cupcake. And then I just dab it all over me.
Yum. What's that scent that everyone loves but you can't stand? Let's go to Joey in Buffalo. Good morning.
Lavender.
Ooh, lavender.
Actually, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of lavender myself.
Really?
Yeah.
The only thing lavender I have is my little unstoppable beads or whatever that go in the wash.
Yeah.
Other than that, But I do feel like there's more lavender stuff now than there was like 20 years ago.
Joey, why don't you like lavender?
I don't know. Like, I love floral smells, but with lavender, it's just not as good as it could be. Like, I feel like it gives me a headache more than it smells good.
Joey, I feel that way about lilies. I feel like if somebody sends you a flower arrangement and there's lilies in it, I got to take the lilies out. They give me a headache. Yeah.
Well, a lot of flower bashing going on over here, guys. Joey, great call. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, more people saying no to anything pumpkin, Pooj. This person, yeah, it's going to grind your gears. Pam from Newmarket. I can't stand the smell of ground coffee.
No. Okay, wait, the grounds is a little bit different. I can see where she's coming from.
But, like, you walk into a coffee shop, it is my absolute favorite smell.
I remember in grade 2, I had a teacher, Mrs. Manswetti, and she used to always have...
Sorry, can we go back on that?
That was her name.
Mrs. Manswetti?
That was her name, Mrs. Manswetti.
Unfortunate last
She
name.
had a cup of coffee on her desk. And you know, like when coffee's finished and it's sort of like just left at the bottom, there's like a little bit left at the bottom of the cup, it still has all of that aroma. I remember being a kid in grade 2 going, what is that? I need some of that in my life.
Ooh, I like that very much. Ooh, this person, Pooch, saying, I love the smell of black coffee, but I can't stand the taste. Won't touch a single drop.
Interesting. There are some people who just, prefer tea. There is that as well. I always find the stuff that, everybody loves, the thing that's universal. There's always the outliers are like, nope, not for me.
I want to know more about Mrs. Manswetti personally. Let's do one more here. The scent that everyone loves, but you can't stand. Nicole in Orangeville.
The scent of lavender to me just isn't. It's a no-go. Candles, cleaning products. It just smells really bad. But lavender as an actual plant, when you get it fresh, smells amazing.
Okay, see, there's something to that, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a chemical. I don't know if it's how they process it. But, like, when I smell a lavender candle, I just want to get out of the room and throw up.
Wow, very specific. Nicole, thanks so much for the call.
Have a great morning, everyone.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
All right, here are 2 stories you need to know. Pooj, what do you got?
Okay, did you know that Jimmy Kimmel is now a grandfather?
No.
What?
How old is he?
I saw that headline. He's 57. I was like,
so young.
He's a grandfather. His daughter, who's 33, just gave birth to her first baby. And Jimmy Kimmel actually missed the taping of the show, which he's only ever done twice in his entire career for the birth of his granddaughter. But when he returned in his monologue, he said, people know I have 2 little kids. They don't know I have 2 older kids. So he has 2 older children with his ex-wife, a daughter and a son. And then he has 2 younger kids with his second wife, who he's been married to for 12 years. And get this, Jimmy is the first late night grandfather since Johnny Carson hosted The Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992.
Congrats to Jimmy, young grandfather, which means he had his kid when he was 24, his first kid, which I guess is not that weird back in the day. That's kind of normal. Congrats to him.
What do you got?
Okay, so this is really cool. Massive day for Canadian basketball. Hamilton, Ontario native Shai Gilgeous-Alexander won NBA MVP last night, receiving 71 of 100 first-place votes. The 26-year-old, just the second Canadian ever to win NBA MVP. Do you remember who the first one was?
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, and he did it twice in 05 and 06. It's been like 20 years. Shai Gilgeous was emotional, understandably, when accepting the award last night. Have a listen.
My dad for putting the ball in my hands, my mother, and I told her the other day that, like, I always thought she was insane until I had a child, and I understood exactly what she was saying and exactly what she meant. And then, the one and only Haley Summers. Thank you. Sorry, I'm so dramatic. Haley Summers, thank you for everything you are for me, for our son Aries. You were the first person to show me what love really meant. What sacrifice really meant. And I can't wait to spend the rest of this journey called life with you. So thank you for everything.
It's getting messy in here.
Oh, so sweet.
Get messy in here. There may be more hardware in Shai's future. His OKC Thunder are up 1-0 in the Eastern Conference Final.
It just speaks to, basketball in this country, right? We've been talking about for how many years now it's such a growing sport. Oh, no, it's fully grown.
When Steve Nash won it 20 years ago, there were hardly any Canadians in the NBA. Now, the NBA is littered with Canada, and we love it.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.